Now the Kōauau, so at the moment we use glass Kōauau and wooden Kōauau. They make totally different pitches, which makes a difference for me. Depending on the pitch will depend on whether I can sing to the sounds or not. For example, this wooden Kōauau here, it plays too high for me to sing. The glass Kōauau plays a lot lower, which gives me much better sound. So I think the main thing is that players, people who want to play Kōauau, you're going to have to decide pretty quickly what purpose the Kōauau for you. Everybody is different. And so you're going to have to decide pretty quick whether you're just going to make sounds or whether you want to play waiata that you want people to be able to sing with. If that's the case, then you've got to find the material that the Kōauau can be made out of that can produce the sound at the right pitch. So it's not like a guitar. You can't change the pitch. So this wooden one is good for me to play if I want to play waiata and just listen to the waiata made by wood, then that's fine. If I want to play one where I want to sing with, then that's when I use the glass one. So it's always at the right pitch. So how do you play it? So we have 3 holes. Because the bass it goes with the joints on your forefinger and your knuckle. So how I play, how I was taught in 1990, is that I blow in the end down there when those 2 closer ones are together. 2 are close together and the knuckle is a little bit further. So when I play from that end. Some people don't play from that end. So you just got to figure out which is the best way for you, depending on the purpose that you want to play it for. So that's the standard way. But if you want to be different, then you play it the way that makes sense to you. So this is the way I do it. To help to warm up, if you cover all of the holes, that makes the easiest sound. So cover the holes. And that'll give you the one bass note to start with. La, la. And then as you take your finger off, that's when it will go up. It'll go up different notes. What I've learned with people who play the piano is to warm up, they use the scales of the keys, which means they make their fingers go up the keys and then they make them come down again. So it's a way of loosening up your fingers, your joints on a piano. So in a way, that's what I'm asking our people, our group, to do the same. Makes good sense. Warm up the fingers, get used to making sounds on each of these holes that are here. And so I'm going to take the scale. I'm going to use a Kōauau scale, not a piano scale. So we're going to go from a bass note and then we'll go up and then down. Up and then down. The main purpose of that is to try and make a consistent, clear sound and to hear it going from one up to the next, up to the next, down to the next, down to the next, down to the next. It's all about controlling it. It's controlling how much breath you use, how much sound you have to push out, and there's so many things that are involved. So it may take some a while, some might learn quickly, but anyway, so this is the scale, Kōauau. Some people, when they play, they move their fingers quick and make it a little bit flash, like a strum on a guitar, so you can kind of make it a little bit more pretty sound. When you're making your sound with your breath coming out too, the other thing, when you blow, you're not just blowing straight down the hole. Your breath is like a soft whistle. And that soft whistle, you are actually targeting an edge on that hole. That is what makes the sound. You hit that edge, makes the sound, then you have to try and use whatever sounds you're wanting to create. So it's the exercising, making the sounds go up and go down. If you want to play a song, then you need to be able to hit exactly the right note that you need for that waiata, for that song. And so that's why it involves a lot of practice. So it won't happen just like that, even if you are a descendant of Te Tanakai. So if it was that easy, everybody would be playing it. So most people don't play it because why would you? It's too hard. But I think the main thing with our Kōauau class, the main thing is that many of our members belong to different iwi, and they have now found new meaning of learning these taonga. So taonga puoro, which are singing treasures, and I guess that's what we're trying to do. When we start, it kind of sounds like a dying cat or some other kind of animal, but the more you get control, consistency, then you can start to play a waiata, play a song. With Hirini Melbourne, when we started, so we tried to play Frere Jacques. So we play all those lullabies because most simple songs only have a few notes in them, and so that's what you've got to do. If you want to do a Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven first, you will not be able to do that. So in a way, you always start off with a Toyota beat up car. That's what the song you got to start with. You never start with a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce or any of those flash ones. So you start off with a simple song first, that you know the tune, that you can try and play the sounds. If your Kōauau doesn't give you enough sounds to play the song, drop the waiata. At the end of the day, you can only play what you can play. You can't suddenly turn it into a machine that can play every song. So over 30 plus years, I've been able to go through a lot of song, a lot of waiata, and now I've ended up with a beautiful collection of ones that you can hear on our marae. And for me, that's the whole purpose of why I'm doing it. But everybody else has have different purposes. So once you've got your Kōauau going, then you've got to decide on what you are trying to do, and then you've got to try and follow. So with song, so that's it.
Wait, just real quick, can you like talk to how you actually like the angle that you're supposed to blow into it and where the placement on your lips?
Everybody is different. My left hand fingers are the ones on the two holes at the top, and my right hand is at the bottom. You might be a strange person and do it the opposite. So we don't all have to have exactly the same hand, and we all don't have to have exactly the same way that we have the Kōauau. But I've found over 30 plus years, this is the one that works for me. Interesting. Up in Auckland last week, I was with 1,000 academics. And the first thing I did was ask them, out of you, who can play a trumpet or a trombone, which are types of trumpets? And about 6 people put their hands up out of 1,000. They came down, I gave them a shell, they've never seen a shell, and they all made them sing. Then I did the same thing with Kōauau. So all over the world there are many musical instruments that have the same skill. But everybody has got to have your own little differences. You might be left-handed, so you're going to have your hands in different places. One of them is a flautist, is a person that plays those long flutes like piccolos. She picked it up straight away and had it singing. So it's how you know how to angle the jet that goes into the Kōauau. And so I think that'll be the biggest thing for us, because many of us have never had a chance of making a Kōauau sing. And so it could take a while for us to do that. But what I've seen is people who know absolutely nothing but have played other instruments, they played them straight away, which is so amazing. So whether you hold it on the same, like I do, from center to left, or whether you do it from the other side, it all depends on where the jet of your breath is going to hit it. So you determine how you hold it, how you blow it, which hand is going to lead, which hand is going to follow. So all of them are about learning your Kōauau and just be used to playing with it. It may take a while. Some lucky may not take as long, but it is practice. It's all about practice, which makes perfect.